So, Dany, the new manager, welcome to Hastings.
Thank you.
Pretty drizzly old evening out there. How are you finding the Pilot Field, your first visit as manager?
Yeah, no, listen, I drove down early this afternoon, so I've had a chance to have a look around, be shown around the ground, meet a lot of the staff and the volunteers, and yeah, try and get my feet under the table as quickly as I possibly can. But no, really looking forward to the challenge.
So you've met Dean, obviously Ben and the management team. From your point of view, what was it attracted you to the club here?
Do you know what? I've been fortunate to have some good roles, and I think that when you go to meet boards and clubs and staff and whatnot, it's really important to get a feel for the fabric of the club. And I was really excited. I was excited by how excited they are for the club. And I think that when you're going to work with people on a weekly basis, a daily basis and a yearly basis, wherever long these relationships last, you want to be working with people that have got equal passion for what you're trying to achieve as what you have, and they've got an abundance of that. So for me, it was a no-brainer, and they were really keen to get something done, and they've been brilliant with the process. So no, look, it was a no-brainer. So really looking forward to it.
Yeah, and a good way to introduce you to the fans out there is your background. It's quite a storied background that you got, isn't it? I mean, the highlights I've got is, for a start, you've got a UEFA Pro licence, which is no mean feat in itself. You've worked in Ireland at Waterford. You've worked in Czechoslovakia, the Czech Republic, at 𝐈𝐍𝐓𝐄𝐒. You've also worked in the National League. From your point of view, tell us about your development, because you started off at West Ham, didn't you? You've done a lot of work at West Ham Academy as well.
Yeah, so I got into coaching at a really young age, and I've been fortunate to work at some bigger clubs. I've worked at Chelsea, I've worked at West Ham and Charlton, respectfully, and spent a long time in that development process of my life. And the itch was there that I wanted to make a step into the first team environment, and that sort of led me to doing my pro licence, which is obviously, as you said, it's a fantastic achievement for someone of my ilk to get, because I didn't have a massive playing career, so to be given the opportunity to work in that sort of environment with those sort of people to achieve that qualification was fantastic. But management wise, yeah, I've been fortunate, and I've had some great clubs and some great challenges, and I think that for me, I'm still developing as a manager, and I've done nigh on 175, 180 games now as a manager, but I still feel in my infancy, and opportunities like this and having the chance to cut my teeth in a level I don't really know that much about, to be fair. I'll be honest with people, I've watched a lot of football at this level, but actually working in this environment on a part-time basis, it's the first part-time role I've had. So I'm excited about it, because I'm hoping that I can adapt to the fact I'm working with part-time players, but also bring an element of that full-time professional environment into the club that can improve not just the players, but the environment that we're working in.
Yeah, it's a fairly young group. Like you say, they're part-time players. You've got a huge amount of experience. What do you think that experience that you've had can translate into at Hastings United with those younger players?
Well, I'm a developer of people. It's one of my biggest skill sets, is making people better. And I think that from my perspective, when you've got a group as young as they are, they're still crying out to be developed and improved. I mean, I've worked with groups where the players are all post 30, and they're at a stage of their career, they don't really want to listen to someone trying to help them and develop them. But this is a group of players which I genuinely believe will benefit from the work that we're going to do with them now, and the training methods we're going to put in place. Obviously, we're Thursday evening and we've got a game Saturday, so we'll try and do as much as we can for this Saturday. But obviously, it's about the building the long-term future of not just their careers, but of the club. And I think that from my perspective, we've got all the attributes needed in the building now to do that.
Yeah, you're taking training this evening shortly. You were here for the Carshalton game. Any things in that? So obviously you've got no time whatsoever until Saturday, but things you can do quickly, implement, do you think?
Yeah, just to put some fundamentals in place. I was quite impressed with the desire of the players against Carshalton coming off the back of the result on the Saturday, because it was not a good day for the club. And I think everyone was hurting from that one. And they put a fight on. I was quite impressed with Carshalton, and I thought they tried to play, and I thought that there was times in the game where they could have easily surrendered the lads if they were in that sort of mindset, but they didn't. They kept fighting, and I think overall, I think the draw was probably a fair result, to be honest. I thought they both had chances to nick the game. So there's some characters in there which I think that we can enhance and improve, and there's definitely some tactical stuff we need to get better at as well.
Yeah, and you come from Ebbsfleet and Aldershot before that, but nevertheless the standard in this league, I mean, I notice it, we all notice it, getting higher all the time, isn't it?
Yeah, and you just got to look at some of the players that are playing at this level. And if you look at historically, some of the budgets that are at this level now were similar to what they were when I first went into the National League. I know some of the clubs that I've worked at in the National League have got budgets that are similar to what some of the clubs have got at this level. So you're going to attract good levels of players. And I know that with the fan base here, that was one of the reasons why this was so attractive, because the fan base here it's got so much potential. You can really create some great atmospheres for players, and whether you're 20 just starting out, or 30 just coming towards the end, or 35 coming towards the end, you want to play in front of crowds and people, and I think that makes this a good place to come.
Yeah, and a bit of a shame that we don't actually have a home game until the 21st, but
No.
Nevertheless, you're straight into what is a very, very busy Christmas period. Quite looking forward to that, I guess, because it gives you an instant chance to really get a grip of things.
Yeah, look, you want to work. I want to work. I want to be in the dugout. I want to be on the grass with the players, and I think that people say to you all the time, "Oh, football is hectic, it's busy," and it's like that's something that I thrive on. I enjoy that. I'm trying to think of ways I can do more work with the players. So we haven't just got on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're trying to look at ways in which we can grow the club so that actually that we're creating a much more professional environment. And that's not to disrespect anything that's gone on previously, but evolution is important in football, and we've got to evolve as a club, and hopefully I can be a part of that process. And that busy Christmas period is just the start of it.
Yeah, fantastic. So, without further ado, I think I'll probably let you go and meet the players.
Yep.
And take that first session. Absolute pleasure to be able to introduce you to the Hastings fans, Dany. Adam and I will hopefully catch up with you a lot more in the future. We look forward to you making good progress with us. Enjoy it.
Yeah, thank you.
And have a great time. Welcome to Hastings.
Brilliant.
Dany Searle, everyone.
Thank you very much.